All right, John Samuel Shenker with us each week at this time on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. What's up? Congrats on the win. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, it wasn't as pretty as we wanted it to be, but we're 2-0, so that's all we can ask for at this point.
Yeah. And when you say that, and look, I mean, it's you know it. The fans have talked about it. What did San Jose State do? Was it something they did maybe that had you guys off kilter? Was it just an offensive night maybe that was tough to get going?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of both. I think they're a really good football team, honestly. Going in, I think most of the guys undervalued how good they were. I think their D line was pretty solid. I think they had some D linemen that could play in the SEC, in my opinion. But yeah, it was a slow start, a lot of little mistakes here and there to get going, but we figured those out early enough, and the second half came out ready to go.
You think quarterback play is? I mean, is it like you said last week? Who's got the hot hand? You just think is there a good chance we see this for 12 games this season?
From my standpoint, I do. I think Robby brings another level of this offense with the speed that he has, and he can still throw the football. So you can't really just count on him doing read options and things like that. So yeah, I could see it unless it just becomes a clear that there's one guy that's running the show.
I'm going to go a positive and a negative, and like typical media person, I'll go negative first. Okay.
Well, that means he gets to answer the positive because it's late. That's right. I ignore the negative. Then.
Yeah. The first one, the negative, some drops. In the game from the receiving core there. You're a good hands guy. What causes a drop sometimes? I mean, obviously you guys are the best on the team at catching passes. Can you just have an off night, conditions, focus? What when you have a drop, something you would consider a bad drop? What usually plays into that?
Normally, it's just you're pulling your eyes off the ball too fast. Just a lack of focus. You're trying to run before you catch. And I think that's probably what happened this past weekend with some of our guys. And just those balls were thrown in tight spaces. And I don't know, the guys maybe just they were expecting contact and didn't get it. I'm not real sure what some of the guys were thinking, but typically it's just a lack of focus, taking your eyes off the ball before it gets there and things like that.
Now the positive, one of the question marks going into the season that I think has looked, at least better than expected so far, has been the offensive line. I've watched, and it seems like TJ has time to throw often, most of the time. Your thoughts on how the O-line, who get speed up a lot in the SEC, especially this preseason going into the year for Auburn, how do you think the O-line's played so far?
I think they have played really well. Very veteran O-line. We get to rotate a few guards in there throughout the game to keep guys fresh and to give them some playing time. But yes, I think they've done really well, and I expected that coming into the season. Just so much veteran leadership in that group. They've seen a lot of football, and I think it's starting to come to fruition on what they're able to do.
Auburn's John Samuel Shenker is with us at this time each week. He is on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline at JS Shenker is where you follow him on Twitter if you would like to do that. So Penn State is up next, Saturday at 2:30 on CBS. This is one of those traditional great programs, and I don't know if that gets your blood pumping more than a normal game would. Growing up, did you watch a lot of Penn State? When you see a cool uniform, cool helmet, cool tradition come into a Jordan-Hare Stadium, what does that do for a team?
Well, I think more for me, it's just the fact of what happened last year. Just getting back at them, we felt like they took that one from us last year late in the game. So that's a big one for us. I mean, I've had this one circled since last year, so we're really excited. This is just a unique game. It's really once in a lifetime, I think, for Auburn fans to have a team like Penn State come into town. So we're very excited about it.
What do you see on film from that Penn State defense? They bounced back after giving up 31 to Purdue in the opener. They only allowed 10 to Ohio. I know it's different opponents there, but what are you seeing on film from them?
They're a physical bunch, just like they were last year. Athletic. They vary their looks. They do the best they can because they got their new DC is Manny Diaz from Miami. So he brings a different look than they had last year. Just he puts a lot of different people in a lot of different places to try and mix up looks and confuse the quarterback a little bit. But I think I watched the Purdue game last night. it was about what you expect from a Big Ten team, a physical team that's downhill. They'll hit you in the mouth. So we just we think speed can beat them in some areas, and they'll play a lot of man coverage. So we got to win our one-on-ones.
Go back to last year. What do you remember most about that game other than the outcome? You talked about it, a little bit of motivation this offseason leading into this game. Atmosphere, the trip up there. I know their fans are looking forward to coming down here this weekend. What do you remember most about that trip?
It's a SEC atmosphere for sure, especially the whiteout. That they've got that really figured out. And it's 110,000, right on top of you. So it was a very special environment. I don't think there's many like it, especially being a whiteout. So, but it was an awesome experience. Obviously we thought we should have won the football game, but that happened, and now we're looking forward to this week.
So Auburn is trying to answer the whiteout with it's not called an orange out. I think it's all Auburn, all orange is what they're calling it. So all the fans wear orange. Randomly, we'll get these rumors like Auburn's coming out in an orange jersey, and it's happened before. I think it's been back in the 70s.
Tell us, man, is it happening?
Well, I'll ask it that way. Are you wearing an orange jersey Saturday?
If I knew, I would tell you, but I highly doubt we have an orange jersey.
No, but that's not a no. See, that's not a no.
Yeah, but I don't think they would tell you guys. I think it would be more of a surprise. I think you go out for warm-ups, you come back in, and those jerseys would be hanging.
Yeah, I don't think they would tell us, because if they told us, then somebody would somehow leak it if that was the case. But I haven't seen an orange jersey around the facility, but if they have them, then they're pretty top secret from me.
We get 100 of them sent to us during the season. I can send you a Photoshop of one. We get a ton of them.
Well, I mean, would something like that fire a team up, though?
Oh, that would be, that would fire us up pretty good, I think. That'd be awesome. Just to change it up a little bit. Like we did face masks last year.
Yeah.
A few games, like the whiteout, we wore white face masks. So, but no, I don't know if an orange jersey's in the books or not.
Okay.
Again, I don't know. That's not a no.
He's being honest with us. He hasn't told us no.
Save that clip for next Monday.
All right, Auburn, Penn State, 2:30 Saturday. John Samuel Shenker, thank you for the time, buddy. Have a great week. Good luck this weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Take care. John Samuel Shenker with us each week on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. They do want the fans to wear orange. Don't know if the team will or not, but they're asking fans to wear orange there at Jordan-Hare Saturday.